Hey guys, Stock Series episode 70. Get free share if you're in the EU from Trading212 using the link below. If you're not, then you can't. So portfolio is down about 1,000 this week. Pretty slow week overall. Few sort of up and down moves here and there. I've taken on quite a bit more risk in the IG ISA, selling off some more gold and buying Hive blockchain and Argo blockchain. So this move isn't going to be for everyone. I sold off Anglo Gold Ashanti and Yamana Gold. Just sort of thought I'd keep the slightly cheaper ones in Kinross, and I want to keep Pan American Silver anyway. And then sort of some of the others are royalty companies, which I just prefer, less sort of exposure to issues with mines and that sort of thing. And yeah, thought sort of Hive blockchain has sort of been running up a little, but still think they look good. They mine Ethereum as well as Bitcoin, so thought that should do well. And Argo blockchain sort of just hasn't really moved all that much, and sort of expecting a reasonably big run up in the big Bitcoin price. So yeah, hoping Argo can sort of return to highs that it saw before. As I say, it got up to sort of £3 earlier in the year. It's not showing, but there you go. Yeah, it went to sort of high £2 on sort of much lower Bitcoin price. So we'll see, but yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted, that move. The ISA, Trading212 ISA's down about £400. Not a huge amount happening here, to be honest. ArcPi hasn't moved. Sort of REITs and bits, mostly a little bit, mostly flat. Some up and down, 1% or 2%. Not a lot happening. Bitcoin ETP up slightly. Digital Realty pretty flat. First Majestic down slightly, but that was up last week. Polymetal down 4%. Gold sort of took a little bit of a hit towards the end of the week. Stag's pretty flat. Sylvania's pretty flat. Yeah, not really a lot happening in this ISA this week. Vici slightly down as well. Some moves in the invest account though. No additions this week. Not deposited anything. Not deposited any on the crypto side either. I might do this coming week. Still deciding what to put it into, stocks or crypto. So Airtel Africa was a bit of a move this week. Come out with their sort of first half earnings, I think it was. A bit late for them, but yeah, pretty good update. Sort of increase in profit. Sort of bought this, as I say, instead of sort of in place of BT. Maybe temporarily, I might buy back into BT at some point, but yeah, this seemed sort of a nice little exposure to emerging markets, and sort of seemed good value. Yeah, thought they were doing quite well, so that's certainly doing well now, 17%. Alibaba's dropped this week again. I think I haven't seen sort of any disastrous news, but it's been doing this sort of up and down for a little while now. So we should be, well, I have been up in that in the last sort of month, but yeah, probably with Bitcoin sales later on, we'll bump that up as well. Alphabet had pretty good earnings, so they're up 7.5%. Apple 0.7%, pretty flat. Yeah, still not sure how to sort of leave those two, whether to just leave it as small positions relatively and bump up if we get a drop, I guess. Archer Daniels 3% down, not too much there. ASOS continuing to be a bit of a dog, really, even though I sort of averaged down, but not too bothered about this in the short term. Viva flat, Baidu 8.6% down, so most of the Chinese tech seems to be down. Barrett's having a bit of a recovery after last week's drop. Bristol Myers, Broadcom 3% up, well into the 500s now, so sort of last month's been pretty good move, so that's good. 20% up now. Caterpillar pretty flat. eBay had a real sort of up and down. Earnings come out this week and didn't see anything sort of particularly bad, but market didn't seem to take it well, and then it's recovered, and yeah, bit of a strange one, eBay, really, but I quite like them. FedEx 1%, Glencore pretty flat as well. HP still considering whether to sell that off and reinvest. Hymax 3% up. Wanted to sort of build this up, so hoping for probably a little bit of a drop towards the end of the year. Same with Intel. Haven't been able to put anything in here just yet, but under 50 is pretty good. International Paper came out with their earnings, sort of missed revenue and earnings estimates, so yeah, it's dropped a little bit. Not all that bothered short term. Would like to increase that, even though it is one of the sort of slightly bigger positions. ETFs, emerging markets down, obviously, with China. Japan hasn't moved. Global clean energy doing really well. And Europe has barely moved. Water ETF up 1%. Legal and general, couple of percent. Lenar's pretty flat. Lockheed Martin had sort of not too bad earnings, really. Sort of forecasting a decline in revenue, but nothing disastrous, and 11% down. So I think the market's just on edge a little bit at the moment. Sort of any hint of rough times ahead and things are getting sold off, and sort of slight earnings beats are rocketing up. Seems a very strange market at the moment. 2% on Micron, not a lot there. Nintendo, Porsche pretty flat. Process down with Tencent being down. Rio Tinto continuing the drop. Kind of happy with this. Would like to bump that up. Shell finally stopped the sort of run up it's been having. Oil price sort of took a very slight dip, and earnings came out. Seems fine. So yeah, small drop. I'm not going to be adding at the moment. It's fairly big as it is. Samsung pretty flat. Sega down 4%. Seneca Foods, yeah, not a lot going on there. 2% on Sony. Couple of percent on Stellantis. As I say, sort of a lot of the stocks, bit of a slow week, really. Taylor Wimpey, as I say, sort of having a slight up move, but it's been in a range for a little while. Tesla 22.5% up in 1 week, which is a bit ridiculous. They're become $1 trillion company now, off the back of, it seems, a large order from Hertz, the was bankrupt car rental company. So a little bit of a surprise on that. Everyone sort of says they're 1 minute Tesla are demand, sort of production limited with unlimited demand. So, and then an order is suddenly good news. I guess it's an endorsement of the company, and sort of potential for future orders. Maybe they prefer sort of institutional and business orders to consumers. But yeah, sort of think if you're expecting them to sell everything they're going to produce for the next few years, then even if other people come in, they're sort of Uber coming in, I think, and they're saying Hertz may order more, but yeah, it's not additional revenue you were going to sell them anyway. So yeah, to add sort of getting on for $200 billion to the market cap just seems a little bit crazy. Not sure how long I'll hold on to this. 43% up now. Turtle Beach, pretty flat. Tyson down slightly. Vale down 5.8%. So they come out with their earnings. Profit down, obviously, with the drop in steel price or iron ore price. But yeah, coal sort of not doing too bad, but they're getting rid of that. Copper still sort of near all-time highs, really, so that's looking good. And nickel doing fairly well as well, so I don't really see the overreaction from this. I mean, it's down sort of getting on 50%, 45% in the last 3 months, so yeah, maybe was a little bit of a optimistic spike up to sort of 22, 23, but yeah, do like the look of this. Only now under £700 position, so yeah, hopefully towards the end of the year should be sort of, I don't know, put 3, 4, 5 grand maybe even into that. Looks very good value. Video games pretty flat. Video actress down a few percent. And Volkswagen pretty flat, although a big spike during the week. So yeah, a little bit of a slow week, as I say, with some up and downs. 1,000 down, and see hopefully sort of in the next few weeks. I keep saying in the next few weeks or next few months should have some reasonably big deposits, but yeah, keep patient and hopefully have some more news soon. So leave your thoughts in the comments below, and like and subscribe. See you soon.